Okay, first you create a cube, and in the edit mode you will turn on the modifier, the subdivision modifier, and increase the level into 2. Then you adjust the size so that it is a little longer, and use Ctrl R to change the shape a little bit. Okay, shade smooth. After that, I increased the level into 3 so that we have a smoother shape. Next, insert a cube, another cube, so that we can do the petal. So use S to scale it a little bit on the axis, and also make it a little longer. And I use Ctrl R. You can scroll to increase the cut. So I created more vertices in order to change the shape. After that, all I did was simply moving and scaling the vertices, so you can just follow what's on the screen. Here what I did is to use my right mouse and then choose the subdivide in order to create more vertices to change the shape of the petal. After that, once again I chose the subdivision modifier and increase the level into 2 so that we can have a smoother shape for the petal. From this step, I pressed the O on the keyboard in order to also change the affected area when I use the G or the S scaling to change the shape. If you're wondering how to change the shape of the size of the affected area, then you just simply scroll your mouse. Now that I'm happy with the shape of the petal that I made, I go into the object mode and then duplicate the petal and then rotate it so that I can just move it around and create the other petals. So how do I rotate? I press Z and then I press the axis that I want to rotate my petal around. In this case, is the Z axis, and then you put the number, so R, Z, and 90 degree. To quickly make the other two petals, I use the mirror modifier and apply it right away. After applying it, I go to edit mode, select the other petal of the two, and then press P and select selection by selection to separate the two petals. So I've done with the first round of petals, and the outer round of petals, I once again duplicate one petal and move it a little bit. I scale it to make a little bit bigger of the petal. Basically, I use all the basic move and scale step in order to change the outer shape petal to the shape that I want. Now that we are done with the flower petals part, we'll go to create the stem. Here I add a cylinder and decrease it into only 12 and scale it. Okay, then we'll shade smooth it and then go to the edit mode. In this part, I'm going to divide to get more vertices by clicking Ctrl R and scroll my mouse in order to have a lot of cuts. After that, I'm just changing the vertices into the direction that I want in order to create a more natural stem. Next, we are going to create a leaf. Firstly, add a cube, scale it into a thinner shape, and then use Ctrl R once again in order to create more loops, more cuts. And also here I turn off the O to easily manipulate only the selected vertices. Remember when you do the petal, because we have the subdivide for the corner of the petal, so we created a few vertices, like 3 vertices out nowhere. So in order to do the color shading later on, we'll need to close the loop of the vertices, and you'll use a knife for that, and the shortcut will be K, just as I do on the screen. Okay, now you have all the necessary part to create the tulips. I'm going to do a time skip. In order to later on move all the objects on screen easily, I add an empty so that we can make all the objects become the children of the empty. But firstly, you can see on the screen, if I do it, strange things happened. So here first I will need to press Ctrl A and choose all transformations in order to apply all the transformation made for the objects on the screen. And then I scale my empty smaller, move it a little bit so that it will not interfere together with other objects. And then Ctrl B, choose object. So now when I move the empty, the whole thing, the whole tulips thing moved together with the empty. Here I'm going to create also a small ribbon in order to decorate my tulip. So all the basic shape. This one is a cube, and then we change the shape a little bit. Choose also the subdivision modifier. Ctrl R again to change the shape. By this time, I hope that all the steps on screen have become very familiar to you. So now just follow what I did on the screen. I hope that you have a fun time. Enjoy. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you want to also see the shading tutorial part, let me know. For now, bye bye. See you again soon.